A limited number of NFL teams are allowed to reopen their training facilities starting today, but they must abide by local government restrictions because of the coronavirus pandemic. Danny Welniak has more on how this affects the Chiefs. And Danny, I think everybody's happy that at least there's some news that the facilities are open and some people are back at Arrowhead.
Yeah, Brad, it's certainly a small step forward, even if only a few teams can actually go through with it. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell gave all 32 clubs the go-ahead for limited reopenings as long as state and local governments allow them to do so. However, coaching staffs and all players except those undergoing injury rehab are still restricted from the facilities until the first phase of the league's plan is complete. The Chiefs are one of those teams taking advantage of the reopening, with very limited staff members making their way to One Arrowhead Drive today. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo told me today via Zoom that even if he's not allowed back there just yet, it still offers hope that they'll be able to return to normal practices and potentially even a regular training camp in the near future.
We're staying hopeful that that will happen. And I know Coach Reed has talked to you guys already about his plans, and he's got all kinds of, he's an organized man, so he's got us organized for whatever happens. And, you know, for right now, until they tell us differently, we're very hopeful we get the training camp. I think I've told you this before. Training camp is one of my all-time favorite things to do in this business because you're up there, you're all together, you're in a dorm. I still like that. And it's all football, being around the guys. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and pray that we can have a normal training camp.
Well, we're about midway through the NFL offseason, and a normal training camp would start at the end of July or the beginning of August. Brad, the Chiefs' first preseason game is set for August 15th against the Bengals, and hopefully that is as normal as it can be.
So, Danny, if Steve Spagnuolo wasn't allowed in the facilities today, who was allowed in there? Or did they just open the door?
It's just very, very limited certain staff members, whether it's IT people or sales and marketing. Those people who need to be inside the facilities were allowed in there today, but players, coaches, PR directors, all of those guys not allowed in until the next phase.
Okay, it's a start any way you look at it. Okay, thanks, Danny.